Good morning, everybody. Oh dear, she started already. Um, Today is Thursday, the 8th of May, 2025. And I have another card for you today, which I hope you're going to like. And it's showcasing the new colours. So my name's Lorraine. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live in Maryborough in Queensland in Australia. This is my mum. This is Doreen. She's not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. She does live in Queensland. Though. Well, yeah, you do. Don't you live in Queensland?
Yes, of course I do.
Mum lives about an hour and a half north of, hour and a quarter north of me. You're right. Are you crying?
Yeah.
Okay.
You always make me cry.
Look, I've got everything ready today.
Very good.
Don't ask me how I did that, but I did. Alrighty, so on the 6th, so 2 days ago, our new catalogue went live. We've got some awesome things in there. I just want to say to you though, that's not everything. So we have the online exclusives if you go on to the Stampin' Up! Page, or you can go in through, I'll just change that for a second. You can go in through that QR code. No, there. It's funny doing it all backwards. And you can have a look at what's in there and what's online. Okay, so I'll leave that one up there for now. I'll put the other one up in a minute. Alrighty, good morning, Lynn and Mum. There you go. Lynn said good morning to you. So Mum will be here with me today and tomorrow. And then she heads off back home. And then I won't see you then until the end of June.
No, because won't come until July, the boy's birthday.
Probably for the boy's birthday, yeah. So my grandson's, my older grandson has a birthday in July.
He's 13.
I know. He's going to be a teenager this year. Makes me feel old. Hi, Holly. How are you? Thank you, Holly. Actually, I just said to Mum, I've got a bit of the vertigo this morning, so I'm a bit dizzy. So I'm actually thinking that in a past life I must have been who had their hair cut and got weak?
Got what?
Weak.
Weak.
Is that your stomach rumbling? I can't think of his name at the moment. I thought about it earlier. Yeah, so Hercules had his hair cut, didn't he? They cut his hair off and he became weak afterwards. So I reckon that's what's happened. They've cut my hair off and I've gone dizzy.
It looks better.
Well, yes, I'm getting used to it. I will get used to it. There's not as much there to worry about now. Okay, as I was saying, there's more than what's in the catalogue. So if you want to head over to the shop up here, you can go in there, have a look at the online exclusives. And there's a couple of lovely new kits available too that became available this week. I think I'll probably get both of them. I've just been through the catalogue and said to Mum, I'm going to get this and I'm going to get that. And I don't want that. Yeah, so that's that. Now, also we have a brand new signing up offer. $303 worth of products for just $169, and you get free postage. So that's an extra $134 worth of product that you get for free. Now, once you join up also, you get 20% on all your further orders. And so you get that as a discount. And then on top of that, you also get 10% rewards, reward points that you can spend at a later date in another order. You can actually save them up. I think you can save them up for 12 months. So any order over $65, you get... you get your rewards. So you can save them up for something you really want, something big, or you can spend them as you go. Alrighty, so And if you join up, you don't have to join up forever if you don't want to. You don't have to do videos. You don't have to do parties. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You can just join and get your discount. And that's pretty good for everybody. All right, that's my chatter for this morning. Now, you said if I put that stuff in my hair, it wouldn't fall forward.
Well, because you haven't done it right.
Excuse me, Mum had me put mousse in the hair this morning. She said, don't spray it, put mousse in. So mousse it was. Okay, let me go to the other camera. Oh, look at that. Nothing on the desk and it's tidy.
Hey, did you manage it?
Oh, well.
I must have stayed up all night doing it.
No. So this is the card that we're going to make today. As you can see, it is it's a standalone. It does stand up on its own, and you will also see my mistake in there, but I will fix that when we come to make it. There was a couple of things that I thought would have been great if it could have happened, but it can't happen. So the frame that we have here, I thought we would be able to use the frame out of the one I've put away. Unfortunately, you can't. This frame is bigger, so we need to cut it, measure it and cut it, but it's really not hard. And with the back and with the frame, we cut two to give it a little bit more stability. I was going to cut two of the yacht, but I realized that if I stuck it there, I put some things there, and now it's sitting up properly, not flopping around. Okay, so this is the card we're going to make to do today. We're going to do it today. So I've got two pieces of for the base. One I'm going to emboss, but I'm going to stick it straight down onto the other one. And these are 4.5 inches by 6 inches. So you're going to emboss one and not the other. These are the frames, and you can see I've used pencil and I've marked them. So the frames are, what did I do them at? Let me measure it quickly. No. So the frames are 6 inches by 3.5 inches. And what I've done is I've gone in 1/2 inch on all sides, and then I've cut out the middle. So I'll cut out the middle of that one in a minute, the other one in a minute. These two pieces here, there's two at 2 inches by 5 3/4 inches, and we score them at 1/2, 1 and 1.5, and they make the concertina, where that came from, the concertina parts that go in here, okay, which holds that away. I've put this up here for the sentiment. So I've got two of those. And then this bit here is, I'm showcasing the new colors, but there's not really much of the new colors I can put on here. I did think about putting, I might even do it yet. I might even put a cloud in the background there. But this piece will be embossed, and that will go across the front here. And this, of course, is the sacred sea. And then I've got another small piece here because I want to cut out 3 of these little tiny birds. Little birds. So I will be cutting, I'll cut them out of here because I cut the others out of that one. So time to get started, I think. And we'll do all the bits and pieces first. So, oops. All right, doesn't want to stay there, Mum. So to start off with, I'll cut this other frame. And I have to stand up to do this. So if you haven't cut frames or holes with your trimmer before, what's happening there? Why have I got that there? Let me go back to chat. There we go. If you haven't cut frames or anything before, all you have to do is when you put it on your trimmer, make sure that the the little marks that you have made fit into the cutting well, you take your cutter up, and you can see, I don't know if you can see, there's a little line there on the side of the cutter. You line that up with where you want to start, and that's down a bit far. So you line that up and you take it down to the next line, which is there. Okay, that's actually cut a bit wider. Why has that done that? Because I moved it, didn't I? I can redo that because that's the inside. So yeah, but I didn't make sure that that was in the cutting frame after I showed it to you. So I will recut that down to there like that. And then we do the same thing across here. We put that to the line and we cut to there. And then we do the same here. Now, because we've got two and we're sticking them together, the good thing about it is I can choose the best one for the top. And then we do the same here. Into the score line, there and in there. And we'll take that down to the line. Okay, now we should be able to just about pop that out of there. Sometimes you just need to take your snips and just do on the corners just to get it out. That one needs to come out that way. And that one, so where I made that mistake, it didn't matter because it was on a bit that was coming out anyway. So now what will happen is I can put those two frames together and I can choose which one looks the best, which side, which I think is this side, even though I've got a little cut up there, and I will stick those together. So I'm going to do that now so that they get a chance to stick while I'm doing other stuff. Right. What have you lost?
Is it two there then?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to put some glue on here. I suppose if you wanted to, you could do it with dimensionals and have them, and that would make it stick up even further. So, but yeah. So I'm just going to put those so that the frame, and there's the frame done. So that is the better side. So that's the side I'm going to use, and I'm going to put it that way up. Alrighty, so that's our frame. Now, the next thing I will do is I'll emboss one of these. So it's going into the, oops, forgot I put that there, I only just did it. It's going into the background. So I sort of used the swirly one because that sort of makes it look as though there's a bit of breeze out there. So I'll just emboss that. This is annoying me. It's got a high neck and I don't like high necks. It is, if I just pulled it down. Oh, I need that. That's right, I've got to move Mum. She's in her wheelchair, so it makes it easier. Okay, I'll pop this up here. Now, this is just an ordinary embossing folder, so I'm just taking plate 2 out. I'm going to place the so I'm just going to put this where, you know, just where I think it would look nice, and I think that would look quite nice there. Okay, and then I'm going to put this in between these two. So you just use your base and you use your two. No, you see, take out your, and you use your 2 3s. So you take out your number 2 plate, and then
hold the top.
Hang on, no, I've lost some. There we go. And then we just wind that through. Remembering that it only goes through the once, we don't put it through twice.
Wow.
Okay. And that gives us our lovely swirly background.
Nice one, yeah.
So I'll just put this back together for a minute because I'm not going to do the other bit yet. That's all right, Mum. I'll put it down here. Just want to go through it.
Why is that one sticking up? It didn't before, did it?
Yeah, they do that. Where's the embossing folder?
Which one?
I just put the embossing folder back in there. I don't want that in there. There we go.
Oh, you don't.
All right, so there's our embossing folder, and that is going to go onto the top of the other. Hi, Diane. How are you? Lovely to see you. Thank you. Yes, so I saw Susan Campfield, I would say Campfield make a similar card, but hers was in three pieces. So what I'm going to do now is just stick this down. So because we've got the embossing, we possibly need a little bit more glue than normal because it needs to get into the dents. Oh, that sounds like that pot's becoming empty. Are you right, Mum?
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
And then I'm just going to pop that on top of there like that and smooth it down. So I've used basic white thick for the card base so that it really does have that bit of stability there. And then the double with that, so that will sit up on there. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to move that out the way as well. These are these pieces in here that actually make it go flat, so the mechanisms, if you like. And these are just done as like fold one way, concertina, fold the next, and fold the next. So I'm just going to burnish those down. And I'll show you when I put this in last time, I did it wrong, as is my want. So it needs to go like that, okay, so that you've got the indent, if you like, just there. See this one? It sticks up in there. So I just put it on wrong. So
You didn't take the measurements of that, did you?
Oh, sorry. Would you like to do this? So the measurements of these are 2 inches by 5 3/4, and you score at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and 1.5 inches. For those that weren't here at the beginning, I have my mum sitting next to me, and no doubt she's going to, well, she keeps me on my toes. Make sure I do it properly. Don't you, Mum?
Do I? I don't know how to do it myself.
Okay. And so I'm going to make sure, that one's not quite so straight there, but it's all straight there, that that part is on the outside on both sides. And these now get attached to the frame. So make sure I've got it right that way. Okay. So I'll just put those onto the frame. I just feel like I need to push those down a bit more. I was really hoping I could use the frame from what's that set I put back in there? Okay, I'll have a look and I'll tell you. You'll know as soon as I say it. Gallery Blooms, but unfortunately it's too short. We need it to come right down to the bottom on here because it's what helps to hold it up. Well, nearly at the bottom, not quite. So there's our first one, making sure that the that part is, yep. Sometimes I double guess myself. And we will put that one. See, it's got to go that way around on there. So we need those to come right to the inside of the frame because we don't want them showing once we've got to love Tombow, haven't you? Gives you that chance to have that little move if you need it. So there's our frame, which is now going to sit onto the back of, onto the front, I should say, of here. Just like that. There was a comedian that used to, that was Tommy Cooper, wasn't it? Used to say just like that.
No?
Tommy Cooper, he used to say just like that. Not that I ever really watched him. I didn't like him. Okay, and so that is, the frame is now going to sit nicely on there. Okay. Yep, it is the same size. So I can put that on there now, or I can wait until I've done these other bits and pieces. I think I'll put it on now. Oh, no, I won't. Because I need to, or did I cut that straight? Oh yeah, all right, I'll chop that off. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I just want to, we need to cut out the boat, and we also need to emboss the sea. So let me have the, oh no, I don't need that, I need this. Sorry. Yeah, you get hold of that. You hold on to that. That'll be great. So this is the, hi Sue, how are you? Good to see you. Really, I don't want much of the other. I just want the yacht. So I've just set that in there just to have the yacht there. Obviously, we're going to pop it through the machine this way with this at the top. So I will get that back up here. Oh, I haven't put the, sorry, hang on 2 seconds. I need the, so I also need the die, this die, and that is going to fit nicely here with the cutting edge up. Okay, and you will find that it does actually, it finds its little notch like that. I'm going to put that over there because I know that's where the boat is. I'm going to hold that down, and that it's slipped. Okay, let's try that again. Pop that there. There we go. Because I'm just doing the boat, I suppose it's a bit silly because it's not really. There we go. So that's it in there like that. And because it's a 3D, we're just using the #1 plate, and we're using our grey plate. And so popping that in that way, popping that down. Ooh. And again, we're just putting it through once. And hopefully we have a yacht. There we go. We have a nice little yacht. Do you want to pop that back in there, Mum? So while I'm at it, I will also just do the bit that I'm going to use for the sea. So even though I'm not actually cutting, I'm still putting it through with just the one plate. What did I knock? I knocked something down. There we go. And there we have the embossed bit for the bottom. I don't think I need that anymore. So that can go back in there. I'll pop that out of the way for now. I've put an order in for a bigger room, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
Where did that go?
That goes in
Oh,
there.
that one. Okay.
All right, so now we have our C, which I'll cut this down to fit there, across there. And we have the yacht, which we will pop up on there. All right, so let me, let's see how wide that is. That's 3.5 inches. So I'll just cut it a bit more than that just to make sure. So we've got 3.5. And that should fit on, yep, that's going to fit across there lovely like that. Okay, so that's going to give us the C for the boat.
Do this just open like this?
Pardon? Yep, just pull it open.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, lovely. Thank you.
there you go.
Yeah.
So I could cut out the birds or I could just stamp them. Actually, I think I will cut them out. Let me have this back again and have that little. Now these little birds, it cuts all three out together, which is really good. So that can fit in there. Just hang on, Mum. I'll put it away in a minute.
I'm talking to myself.
No, I didn't. I said it went in. Oh, I'll find it in a minute. Don't worry. I put it over there.
No, it's all right. I thought it went in there, that's all.
So now I'm just going to cut these three little birds. And believe me, they are tiny. And when I say tiny, oh, I mean tiny. All right, so what I did see somebody do also, which I thought was rather a good idea. I've only got a big stamp, big pad here, but I picked these up and just put them on the sticky part of a Post-it note. That way then they're not going anywhere. Because you can see, can't you, that the first thing you're going to do with those is lose them. All right. Okay, so what I want to do now is I'm going to use the Secret C for that bit. I'm going to use red for this bit. I need to get into there, please. This right. Oh. Secret RC, and let's do cherry cobbler because that's a nice red, and I'm going to need to stand up. So we're going to use the red. Red, white, and navy always look fantastic together. Or red, white, and dark blue, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm trying to line this up. So that I get it. There we go. Oh, we misstamped here, but we can leave that for a minute. I might colour that in. And then, or it's an old sale. One of the two. And then we're going, this little stamp here, this gives the base of the, or gives the hull of the boat, if we're going to talk in proper language, a bit of dimension. So I'm just going to pop that down like that. Okay, so it makes it look like we've actually got a boat. Okay. So now we're going to pop the boat up on there. I'm going to use dimensionals, and I'm actually going to use black because this is quite dark. And when we use the black, literally they disappear and you don't really see them. Now, where do I want this? Let me work this out before I go. Probably about there. So I only want, oh, maybe I should have used the minis. Whoops. Put that there. And that there. And maybe I'll get the minis out for the other bit. Although are the minis small? Oh, I know they're smaller, but they should all be the same, shouldn't they? So when you buy the black ones, you get 2 sheets of the normal size, and then you get 2 sheets of the minis. And the minis are fantastic for your small stuff. I probably should have used them for the rest of it as well. I like to put enough on. Now I'm going to put 1 each on here. 1 on there and 1 on there. I'll take those off. My watch is clicking again. Take that off of there. And I'm just going to position that like that. There we go. The birds are cute, Holly, do you mean? They are cute, but they're so easily lost. I mean, I can lose big things without having little tiny things like those birds. Put those in there. All right, so now I'm going to stick this down onto the frame, and then I'm going to put the frame onto the back. So I'll do it this way. Again, I think that might be running out. At least it's working. There we go. And then the good thing about this is you can work from underneath it, which is good. I'm just going to pop that on there straight, I hope. For RC. Move it across a teeny bit. So now we have the boat sitting the yacht, I should say, sitting on there. And I'm going to get the back. Oh, can see one of those there, look. That's what you've got to be careful of, although I don't think it's going to stick to anything.
The birds on before, no, you don't know where they go.
Okay. So we'll just stick this on. Got a bit of glue sticking out there.
You use a lot of glue, don't you?
What do you mean use a lot?
What I meant was everything's got a lot of glue. Everything's got glue on, not a lot on it. I don't mean.
No, I know what you mean, but that's because you're used to the fact that we always used to use. So try and measure this up to about the middle and pop it on, especially so that the bottom is level, because that is going to form part of there. So there we have the card. Okay, so we've got the indent on both sides. I've actually got it right today.
And the yacht's standing up properly this time.
And the yacht is standing up. What happened with that one was when I put it on, I didn't put anything under here, under these two bits.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually, if you can see that, it actually bent on the mast there, which when I put it on there, it was sort of flopping a bit. So, yeah. Alrighty. So now we can get our little birds, and we'll get the silicone. All right, let me find that silicone mat. No, that's not it, Mum. That's the cleaner. There we go. Use the silicone mat. You do?
You told me yesterday.
I told you yesterday. Well, there you go. You can clean that for me, please. And that one.
Oh.
And get the cleaner out. Mum's trying to put everything back into order as I use it there. A bit of the spray mist. And then clean those two. That's lovely. Thank you so much. All right. So we'll just get that out. We'll get the little sponge out. Pop a tiny bit of glue. And I really am only going to need the tinsiest bit. Well, I don't know about becoming empty. Oh, there we go. I think it is empty. All right. And now I'm going to take these sweet little birds, put it upside down on the mat, and just pounce it really lightly with the glue. Now, I think I'll just probably put them about where I put them last time. So I'll put one there. It's hard to see which is the right way up. I'll put some glue on this one. And I think I'll pop it just in here. And then our third one. There, like that. And pick that up. And we'll just put that one in here. Like that. Whoops. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Put that back in the bag before. Just in case anyone doesn't know, if you use your silicone mat and you've got glue on it, this one should have been clean, but you can see it just rolls off of it to clean it. So once it's dry, it's easy to clean. I've actually got 3 of them. I bought one and lost it, couldn't find it. So I bought another one.
Lost it.
Well, I don't know what I did with it. And so I bought another one and then I found the other 2. Isn't that always the way? All right, so there's our card. Now, the sentiment. I'm going to do congratulations, and I've just changed my mind with what I'm going to do because I'm actually going to emboss that. And I think I'll emboss it in white. Opaque, bright white. Oh, no, I can't. I'm doing it on a piece of white, aren't I? All right, let's do it in
Grey or black?
What do we reckon? What are we going to do it in? Should we do it in gold or silver? We probably need black. Let's do it in black.
You've got blue. Go with your blue.
No, actually, I've got an idea. I haven't done this before, but I believe it works. So I'm not going to use the Versamark. I'm going to use my ordinary, where did I put on there? Secret C, and see if I can get that to emboss. If not, I will go back another way. Does anyone know whether that works or not? So I'll do it with the clear. Yeah, that one. I honestly can't remember whether I've seen someone do this or if it's just in my imagination, but we're about to find out one way or another. So I've got the congratulations. I want to put that hopefully the right way up. And yes, there we go. So we've got congratulations. I think so too, Holly. We're about to find out, aren't we?
I thought I saw somebody using one of those the other day.
Yeah, but you usually use the Versamark ink, which it doesn't show up at all.
Because I saw them trying to wash out of there. Afterwards.
Yeah. What I'm saying is I'm not talking about actually doing the... I don't know if that's on there or not. We're about to find out. I don't think it is.
No.
All right, I probably did something wrong there because of... Oh, it has actually.
Was it supposed to shine?
It's actually gone a bit shiny.
Yeah, it's because you've got white on white, isn't it?
No, that's clear.
Or clear on white, then whatever.
So let's give it a bit more and just see what it does. It'll look fine as it is anyway. It might be because it's just a very fine... Oh, Daphne said hi. Hi, Daphne. How are you? No, there's nothing on there. I'll have to suss that one out. I probably forgot to do something, so...
You have to read about it.
I will work it out. Let's dimensionals. We're going to pop this on with the dimensionals. They're all stuck together in there. So we'll make sure we've got a few on here so that it doesn't sag. Nothing like a saggy sentiment, is there? So I'm just going to put congratulations across. Oh, that's too high. So let me put that on across there, like that. And pretty much, stand up, don't do the wrong thing on me. There's our card. Okay, so we've got the mechanisms there. It sits flat to go into an envelope. You can, before you've put this together, you could actually do something on the back there so that you can put what you want to say on the back, which I think is a great idea. But there's the card. Now we just want some little sparkly Wotsits. And I am going to use the in colours, the new in colours. It's all right, Mum, leave it there, it's fine. Can't go any further once it's on the floor. So I did think about cutting a cloud or something and popping in there.
Yeah, I was thinking
in the
or a sun.
I haven't got a sun. Well, I have got a sun, but not one that I can stick on there.
No, you sail in the sun, you see.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm just going to use might go with the cloud ones. I haven't used those, and they're quite pretty, and they will go with the thing. So I might just pop one up here, and then I want to put one either side of the congratulations there. I think that would look. So pop one that side. That doesn't look at all straight, does it? That's because it's not. Let me lift that. There we go. That's better. My goodness. And then we'll just pop this one on here as well. And I think we're done. I think that's our card for today. So let me just get rid of these things. Yeah, so that's our card for today. I haven't sorted one out for tomorrow, but tomorrow will be my last one of doing the showcasing the new colors. This is the Sacred Sea. It's absolutely gorgeous. I was going to put a little cloud up in there of cloud cover. I could always put it too, like on the front here. That would probably look quite nice. What was that? Cherry cobbler. Where I've made that. Is this cherry cobbler? Where that didn't quite take, I could always use. I could take the blends. Sometimes this doesn't work because it's not the exact color. Let's hope it is. And you could just fix that up if I wanted to. But I'm not that worried about it. Just a bit of a misstamp in there. So that sorted that out. All right. There we go. Thanks, Lynn. Yeah, it was funny because when I first looked at the new stuff, I was like, oh, I really like the boat, the sailboat. And the other one now that I'm looking at that I really had no interest in at all, although I saw it at On Stage and it looked absolutely beautiful, was the birds. But the more I look at it, the more I think, oh, maybe I should grab that. So we'll just see. I hope I haven't missed anybody saying hello. No, that's great. Okay, so there's our card for today. I'll just pop up to the other camera. There we go. Oh, see, someone stole my hair. Look at it. It's a bit of a shock sometimes. So this week, what have we done this week so far? On Monday, we did the pink one, didn't we? We did this card with the floating center. On Tuesday, we did this card here, which sits like that. Sorry, you can't see it. So I like that in the that's also done in the Secret Sea. The pink, that was the strawberry slush. And what other one did I make?
The yacht. You've only done 3. That's
Oh yes, and today was the yacht. That's right. So that's all right. That's no, it must be mine. So that's the 3 cards so far this week, and I've got 1 to go tomorrow. And I haven't even looked at it yet. I'm actually thinking of doing something with scraps. Or hi Tanya, how are you? That's okay. Doing something with scraps so that we can use up all the scraps of our lovely new colors. Alrighty, so I think that's about it for me. Just as I said before, if you're interested in joining, I'd be more than happy to have you on my team. We're a bit crazy, but hey, crazy is good sometimes. It's all right, Mum, leave it. So yeah, we're a small team, a new team. So it is.
Oh, you blooming thing.
Mum's got dropsy.
No, I'm not falling at that thing.
Oh, well, that's what I said. Just leave it for a minute. Yeah, I'll put it away in a minute. All right, so that'll be our cards for our card for tomorrow, and then what? Thanks, Tanya. Still trying to get used to it. As I think he cut. Well, it was down to my waist. How much would he have cut off, Mum? I don't know, probably 12, 14 inches. I don't know how much he cut off.
Looks better, doesn't it?
He was there and he said, are you sure? And I'm like, yep. And he said, are you absolutely sure, Lorraine? And I'm like, yeah. And I said, right. And he's got it like this. He said, are you sure? I said, for goodness sake, just cut it, because if you keep on, I'm going to change my mind. So he went, there you go. Can't go back now. So that was good. All righty. I will see you all again tomorrow morning, and it'll be Mum's last morning with us tomorrow. She goes home on Sunday, and we'll see what we come up with in the morning. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, Mum will be here tomorrow, last day. If you haven't subscribed, if you could subscribe and press the notification bell, that would be great. The more we have people doing that, the more our videos get out to be seen. So that's fantastic. My goal is now to get 100. So I think I have 58 people, and I would love that to go up to 100. So if you could share, maybe someone else might sign up. Thank you so much, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.